are we today? September the 19th.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, you're in the building coming up. Okay. Then just follow Jenna. Okay.
Sorry about that.
Come on. Go upstairs and get you some other clothes.
Hey, Doug, how's it going? There's your shirt next. Yeah, somebody put it on. Sure. I guess I pretty well tied into volunteering now. That was nice.
This wonderful partnership. So I want to start by, let's give a big shout out to MAPS Development Corporation. Big round of applause for these folks, eh? These are the folks who gave us these wonderful buildings, which we now call home, and are currently sponsoring this barbecue. Along with the other big shout out are to the community agencies who make up our partnership. So let's hear another round of applause for all the partnership, the community agencies who are part of our wonderful partnership. These are the folks who work really hard to ensure successful tenancies, which ultimately is what it's all about. But this partnership, number one, it recognizes the critical role that private developers provide in providing clean, safe, and affordable housing. And it also recognizes the critical role played by community agencies in ensuring successful tenancies. So this has been a wonderful project for us, and the partnership itself has been funded by the Ontario Trillium Foundation. So we are incredibly proud to have a representative here today from the Ontario Trillium Foundation who will be speaking shortly. I want to start, of course, with our MPP, the Honourable Todd Smith, Minister of Children, Community and Social Services and MPP for the Bay of Quinte. I don't know if you got real respect from the rail workers back there, Todd.
I'm taking Lucas on the road with me. That's good. Good man. So Lucas is one of the residents here that are benefiting from this group of organizations getting together to make this happen. So it's a fantastic thing to celebrate in our community, and I'm so pleased to be here as the member of Provincial Parliament for Bay of Quinte to mark this day, and also be here on behalf of the Ontario government with my partner in crime here from the Ontario Trillium Foundation, Nancy Parks, and the folks at the Trillium Foundation do a great job. They're arm's length from government. They go out and assess all of the different projects that have been applied for through the Ontario Trillium Foundation and decide which ones are going to make the best sense or most sense for the community where the application has been made. So they're the ones that really do all the work in making sure that the money that's being invested from the Ontario Trillium Foundation goes to worthwhile projects like this one. So Jenna is sort of the recipient, I guess, of most of the OTF funding this time, and making sure that this works well. And I can tell you, it works well. So Jenna, congratulations. And we just had a brief tour. It's a beautiful building. So for everybody that's been involved in both buildings and this property, congratulations. A lot of partnerships making sure that this happened, and right from the sod to the stuff inside the apartments. So it's all because of partnerships in the community that this is happening, and that's so important to work together. So on behalf of the province, I just want to say congratulations on money well spent. Jenna, congratulations on the work that you've been doing here on these properties and making sure that we are meeting a need in this community. I think everybody knows, besides maybe the doctor shortage, that housing shortage is also a problem. And Bill Gliske's doing a juggling act here right in front of me, and he's losing. But anyway, these are two important areas that we're addressing as the provincial government, and it's nice to see the Ontario Trillium Foundation also playing a role in this. So congratulations to everybody involved in this beautiful project. Bob, or Nancy. Oh, let me introduce Nancy Parks, all the way from Prince Edward County from the Ontario Trillium Foundation.
Thank you, Todd. Good afternoon, MVP Smith, ladies and gentlemen. As part of the OTF's commitment to the Declaration of Action, it's important that we acknowledge that the land we are gathered on here is the traditional territory of Indigenous peoples. I wish to acknowledge the long history of First Nations and Métis people in Ontario and extend the warm wishes and friendship to all. Miigwech. My name is Nancy Parks, and I'm a local volunteer with the OTF Grant Review Team, and I'm very pleased and honored to be with you here today. For those who don't know, the Ontario Trillium Foundation is an agency of the Government of Ontario, and thanks to the Ontario government, this past year we've invested over $100 million to nonprofit organizations that are making an impact in communities all across the province. And altogether, Affordable Housing Corporation was one of those groups to receive funding from the OTF. You presented us with a strong case for how those OTF grants can make a long-term impact in our community. Our decisions are made locally, and I'm happy to inform you that all the members of the Quinte, Kingston, Rideau Grant Review Team saw the benefit in investing in this initiative. Personally, I was thrilled when asked to be present here today to represent the Ontario Trillium Foundation, because even though I have assessed many applications, I vividly recall this application and was so pleased when I read of the idea of a collaborative approach between landlords, agencies, and tenants to work toward reducing social isolation among marginalized tenants. And so the foundation was pleased to give Altogether Affordable Housing Corporation a $51,000 seed grant. Our mandate has always been to build healthy and vibrant communities, and I know that I can speak for everyone at the OTF when I say that we couldn't be more proud to be able to invest in this initiative. I very much look forward to telling all my fellow volunteers on the local grant review team about today's event and about these beautiful buildings and the difference your project is making in this community. We wish you continued success in all your endeavors, and we thank the Ontario government and MPP Smith for all your continued support for all of our grant making. Once again, thank you for the opportunity to be here, and now I would like to invite MPP Smith to join me in presenting the plaque, along with Mr. Bob Cottrell, who is the president of the Altogether Affordable Housing Corporation. Bravo, thank you very much. And Jenna, perfect.
You just move that way a little bit.
This one, we're okay here? You got a good firm grip on that camera?
I do now.
Okay.
Thanks, Kara.
Johnny, you're good?
Yes.
Okay, boss.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Next to recognize, of course, is Hastings County. We have a number of representatives, and I'd like to start with at least recognizing Tom Johnson and Michelle Ogden, who have been wonderful support for this particular project. They are the key persons in Hastings County Housing Services. Tom, where are you? Thank you very much. And Michelle, where are you? Good, terrific. These are our go-to people, both for these buildings and this project. And when it comes to subsidies, because you know affordability, sometimes we can't get there without the subsidies. The county has been there, worked very proactively with us, and our tenants are that much further down the road because of that help. But I would like to officially recognize the top person here in the organization, and that's Warden Rick Phillips. Where are you, Rick? For those who may not know, Rick is also the Reeve of the Township of Tyendinaga.
A little bit scared when I first got here because I'm also a 33 veteran of sea and rail, and I saw so many railroaders here today. I thought I was going to my own wake or something. Good to see everybody here. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As Warden of Hastings County, it's my pleasure to be here today to help celebrate and recognize the success of the impact that MAPS Development Corporation, Altogether Affordable Housing Corporation, and members of the Community Housing First Partnership has had in increasing the amount of affordable housing within our local area. Their innovative housing models are addressing the need not only for a place for people to call home, but for some, supports in place that assist in further success. Your model of supportive living was a key component in our consideration and design of our Home for the Good project, which is currently being constructed just north of us. We're all anxiously awaiting occupation of that 40-unit supportive units that will become home for people and also provide them with supports that they may need to live independently, successful lives. Hastings County is proud of the work that you have all done to address the need of affordable and supportive housing solutions, and are pleased to have been able to support your efforts along the way. Through programs such as investment in affordable housing funding, we're also pleased to be able to support tenants directly by providing rent subsidies to further offset their rental costs. At Hastings County, our mission is supporting people in our communities, and the work that we all undertake on a daily basis helps to achieve our mission. The opening of Sidney Street Place ensures that 34 people will have affordable, safe, and secure places to call home now, and your important work continues with additional current builds in the city of Belleville and the town of Bancroft. Todd has four assistants. There we go. We're very thankful for all of your efforts. The County of Hastings remains committed to assisting people in finding affordable and stable housing, and are pleased to be able to continue to partner with organizations such as yours to ensure that we will continue to improve the lives of residents across Hastings County. Thank you all very much again for all that you have done. You're a dedicated group of individuals who work so hard to realize that goal. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Warden Phillips. And next we're going to hear from the owner-developers. I want to call out some names, though. First of all, Mike and Sue Huving. If you can show folk, there you are, back there. Thank you. These are fantastic folks. We couldn't be doing that without them. They have been involved. We keep telling the other co-owner, although there's Andrew Shaw, I guess, who's not here today. That's the hockey player, right? He's not here today. These folks have been on site. They've been with us every step of the way, and we could not, obviously this could not have been done without them. They are fully involved and engaged in this particular project. It's more than just the building, it's the people in the building that they have been very much a part of it. So we're so proud to be part of, we call them unique, and we think in terms of developers, in the private market, they are unique. We need to think of them as being unique in that sense. But there's a president and co-owner, and his name is Phil Spride, and a lot of you know Phil Spride, and I think Phil's going to come on over here and say a few words. Today he's disguised as a former CN railroader.
Thanks, Bob. Thanks for everybody for coming out, the MPP, people from Hastings County, Warden Rick, Nancy Parks. I just want to say a few words, make a special thanks, of course, to Hastings County. Bob's already thanked Tom and Michelle for the great work that they have done. And I'd like to thank my partners. I have two financial partners, as Bob just said, Andrew Shaw and Mike Huving. And a special thanks to Mike and Sue again for they've been instrumental in going the extra mile, and even like things like this barbecue, putting on this barbecue has been great. Another group that I'd like to recognize are the guys in the red shirts. myself included, we're former railroaders, and while some of us are still railroading, paying our pensions, and what happens is they volunteer. If they volunteer their time, then CN volunteers and gives some money to the different agencies. So it's a win-win situation, and thanks to the railroaders again for showing up and helping out. And for all you, like Rick was saying, Warden, he's a railroader, so I brought him a T-shirt so maybe the next time he can volunteer and help out at one of our events. So, but more importantly, this is about the tenants, and we feel that we've formed a community within a community here, and thanks to the amazing work and time of Bob Cotterill. He's just simply amazing. Everybody that has any dealings with him knows what he has done, and this is how it's all come about, really. Thanks, Bob. He's put together 6 agencies to provide us with the tenants. We've been sitting around the table for 3 to 4 years now, preparing for this and trying to organize and get safe, clean, affordable housing out there, which we feel that we have done. So it's not just an overnight thing, and we have the monthly meetings, and different guests, different communities come in to see what we're doing, and hopefully it will be a model for them. The icing on the cake for this project is the Trillium Fund, Jenna. You know, the Trillium Fund has provided this makes not only safe, clean, affordable housing, but now the housing is comfortable in a community setting. And thanks again to the Trillium Fund. It's amazing. As you can see, it's a great atmosphere we have here, and we hope that we can be a model for other communities. So thanks again to the Trillium Fund, and thanks everyone for coming out and enjoy the food. Thank you.
Thank you, Phil, for those kind words. I think I've introduced myself to almost everyone here, but I am Jenna Bailey, for those who may not know, and I'm the coordinator here at both buildings A and B. First and foremost, I'd love to say thank you to the tenants. I couldn't do my job without the tenants. You guys tell me exactly the pieces that you want in the community that you want to build, and my job is just to try and coordinate it. So whether that's bingo, though I think I've missed bingo the last few weeks, sorry guys. Bingo on Friday at 2. Or whether that's getting community gardens built or trying to organize movie nights on Fridays or the tenant meetings. You guys tell me what you want, and we're building the community that you guys want. So my job is just to try and put that in place. I'd also like to say thank you to Maps Development, Sue, Mike, Phil, Andrew. These buildings wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for you guys, and they're beautiful buildings, and I'm appreciative to work in them each day. A quick thank you to Bob as well from Altogether Affordable Housing. He's the one who took point on my interview, and I'm appreciative that I was the successful candidate. And a thank you to the partnership as well. This position wouldn't be available without the partnership and without the Trillium Foundation, so I'm excited to continue to be here. Thank you so much, guys.
And just one last word. The Mayor Panchuk and the city councillors did send their regrets. They're at a Ontario Arts Recognition event, but I want to let you know that the City of Belleville, as you probably heard, the Trillium Foundation seed grant was 1 year. It ends the end of September, and obviously the funding for Jenna's position needs to continue. We applied to the City of Belleville Social Infrastructure Fund, and we were given $25,000, which will allow us to continue into 2020, and that's good news for all those folks who love Jenna as we do. So thank you once again. I think Phil's got some more comments here, and I know you, trust me, when he gets started, with reluctance, I pass the microphone back over to him. Okay.
No, I just wanted to make sure that we recognized Pinnacle Property for they work in together with us to provide the tenants and work along with Jenna, and for LB Construction and their team for putting the building up, and also the tenants. I just want to let you know there's tenants here who they shovel the snow, they cut the grass, They recycle the recycling, they sort the garbage, put the garbage out, they monitor the common room, they do the garbage. We have bakers who provide meals when we have meetings. Jay's taking pictures, you know. These are all people who have come out of the woodwork, and they participate and they're part of this building. And thanks again to, those are just a few of the tenants, but thanks to the tenants. Okay, thanks again. Enjoy the food.
That's it, my friend. That's it, go home. Stay and enjoy the food, because I understand there's lots of it, and I understand there's lots of coleslaw. There's a Marilyn Jackson been going around to make sure that everybody has coleslaw. Okay. So Marilyn, you still here, and are we satisfying that particular need? Yes? Okay, good. Thank you. That's a wrap, folks.